Hey, this is Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour, and we're talking about turning down your mind chatter, actually having a say, and quite frankly, how it's either going to serve you or stop you, make you crazy, or make you smile, all right?
It's mind chatter. It's how we know we're alive.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, really. Yeah, when the mind chatter stops, time to worry. I mean, when the dreaming and the mind chatter goes to zero, I think we got a problem.
Check in.
Yeah, better check in. Yeah, better pinch yourself, see if you're still here. Now, hey, I want to address something. I flew back to Savannah, Georgia last week, and I did a retreat with this corporation. And on the way back in Los Angeles airport, I have several couples came up to me, married couples come up to me saying, "Aren't you Clay Nelson? Don't you have the show on the radio on KZSB and Santa Barbara?" And I said, "Yeah." And one couple said to me, actually several said to me in their own ways, but generally what the drift of the conversation was is what they like about the show is that I'm not a PhD psychologist. I'm not a therapist. I'm just somebody that's 63 years old that has done a lot of stuff, and I'm speaking from my experience. It's not the right way. It's not the best way. It's just my experience, okay? So I can remember back 65 shows ago, that's 65 shows ago, when I used to read the following. And I used to say, "Hi, I'm Clay Nelson. Welcome to the Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour. And this show is a culmination of 20 or now 25 years of making a difference for others. So thank you for being here and allowing me to make a difference in your life." The point of everything that we talk about during the Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour is to remind you of your power and that you're the only one that has a say in how your life turns out. All right? So if you're the only one that has a say in how your life turns out, wouldn't it be cool if you could learn to laugh at how your life is turning out? Not get so darn serious and quit making yourself wrong. The world will do that for you for free. So if you want to know more about me, this gray hair old guy, talking to you on the radio, just go to my website at claynelsonlifebalance.com and you can read all about my background as an entrepreneur, a personal and business coach, and all the other things I've done in my life. It's all right there. I got nothing to hide. Now, that's what I used to read 60 weeks ago. How many years? That's a little over a year and a half ago, something like that, a year and a quarter. And now what I want to say to you is mind chatter is nothing more than your creative mind talking to you. And it's doing what it thinks it's supposed to do, and that's keeping you in your past because that's how it keeps you safe, all right? It also, mind chatter is a dimension of creative mind thinking that where you're not willing to commit to either I did it right or I did it wrong, there's no way to relieve it. So this segment, this 8 or 9 minute segment I've got right now, I'm going to address what mind chatter is. Mind chatter is nothing more than your belief system talking to you. It tells you how to interact with others. It denotes how healthy you are, what you think of your health, whether you're going to get healthy or stay unhealthy. It tells you whether you can have more money or you have to stay struggling around finances. It tells you how you're going to deal with your relationships, whether you're going to stay in one or not. It tells you all kinds of things. Your mind works that way. Every interaction you have between yourself and the mirror or any other human being comes in the language called mind chatter.
Clay, before we jump into kind of the details here, we have a fun anonymous quote that says, "The human mind is like a TV set. When it goes blank, it's a good idea to turn off the sound."
I like that one.
Oh, actually, do TVs make that hissy sound anymore when the cable goes out? I think they still do.
Yeah,
they do.
Snowy.
But that's a good point though. The hissy sound. How it's absolutely just irritating and has no value at all.
Yeah.
Most of your mind chatter, except for the mind chatter that goes like this: "Don't ever make your mother mad at you." You got to remember that one. And another good mind chatter is if you feel your toes wrapped around the edge of a cliff, remember you can't fly, okay? Don't eat poison, it'll kill you. And don't walk out in front of a truck, it will kill you there also. So where we are is mind chatter can be good in some places. Most of the time it is not, okay? Mind chatter affects how well we do on a test, how well we communicate just about everywhere, how well we do what we do up on stage. Mind chatter affects what you believe, and mind chatter affects how well you are. Now, we're getting some emails in here. Susan,
Yes,
you have some
I
emails
have one.
you want to run?
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, boy, the email system really works here, huh?
And
Jeez.
actually, as soon as you read that email, I have one that just came in on our video streaming.
Cool.
A question that someone asked, so I'll pass that along right when you're done.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, this is from Randy. It says, how do you get someone out of their self-chatterbox when it appears that they actually like being where they are at, but their attitude is having a negative effect on those around them?
Yeah, very good. Okay, so here's the real test of full and complete communication is, are you being responsible for who you're being around others? And if who you're being around others is dragging others down, then guess who's got to change? And if you can't see it, and you do see it in another and they can't see it, the first thing you have to do is ask permission to shoot straight. Remember that I've said that many times on many shows. You have to ask permission to shoot straight and then say to them, the way you're interacting, what you're saying, and how you're being is dragging down everybody. So is there something we could do to change who you're being? Because respectfully, you're so powerful, you're stopping everybody. And usually they'll get it. I rarely do you hear somebody say, nope, I like it. I'm going to actually suck all the energy out of the entire planet. That's usually not what works. Okay, so we have a live streaming.
We do. That question actually just came in here. And the question is there a difference between mind chatter and daydreaming?
Oh, my gosh, yeah. Mind chatter, daydreaming is just something you drift around in. Mind chatter is something you give value to. So that's the difference. So daydreaming is just something you're drifting around and just thinking about. It's not really pushing in one direction or the other. You're kind of like floating on a cloud, And mind chatter is something that you give importance to and can move you in a direction, either make you get better, make you get worse, make you go faster, slow you down, whatever. So it has power.
I was looking at the name of the person because people can sign in, and that's from Boogie.
Boogie.
So
all right.
Thank you, Boogie. I appreciate
Go
that. It's pretty
Boogie.
Cool. Actually, what's kind of neat about that website is, you can go to claynelsonlifebalance.com, /watch. But you can also sign in. It's an extra little step, but it's very easy to do. And that way you can actually officially chat and post questions and things like that.
Oh, I see. So you can go
yeah.
to claynelsonlifebalance.com /watch.
And that's all you have to do to watch it.
And that's what you do. You just watch what's going on. You see us. You can see us right in the studio off the camera and everything
Absolutely.
else.
It's very cool.
So you can see me touching Susan right now and see you and everything else.
I can. We may start getting calls.
Whoa. All right. And then if you want to send an email, it's not voice. It's an email.
It's like a little chat.
Yeah, a little chat room.
Box.
If you want to send a chat or email, you have to sign in. And what's that? Is that just a matter of giving a user ID and a password?
Exactly. It's
okay.
very easy little thing.
And then you just send
instruction how to
email.
do it.
And by the way, once you sign in, you're signed in for all the shows from now on, right?
Yeah, you should be.
Okay,
you should
great.
save it on your computer.
Okay, so that's the world of new technology. That's the mind chatter. And by the way, I used to have mind chatter that went, oh my gosh, I don't want to sign in. I don't know what a user ID is, and I can't remember what all my passwords are. And gosh, I'm going to forget, and so I'm not going to play. But the way the world's going now, I would suggest that you have a notepad that says, here's my user ID for this. Here's my.
And you too can sign in and chat with Boogie.
Yeah, totally. All right, Boogie, here I come. All right, now let's get back to the show here, and it's all about turning down your mind chatter. Yeah.
Actually, I was looking at the comment. It said, "Perfect. Thanks, Clay and Susan."
All right, good. Okay, now.
You're welcome, Boogie.
So now, the creative mind, all right? Our minds are extraordinarily creative. Think about this now, all right? We are walking, talking, make-it-up machines. That's what we do. So now, we even do better at making up stuff we don't speak. That's called mind chatter. It's what goes on between your left ear and your right ear, all right? And kind of moves you to the left or the right, makes you crazy, makes you afraid, stops you, starts you. Can you imagine the thoughts that are going through if you're on a track team? And say it's an international track team and you're sitting in the, what do they call it, the blocks? You're sitting in the blocks, you have that staggered step, and you're bent over and you're waiting for the gun to go. Can you imagine what the mind chatter is? I mean, can you imagine? I wonder if in horse racing, I wonder if horses have mind chatter.
I'm sure they do.
When they're sitting in that, what do you call the starting gate, before that ringer goes off and those doors open. What if the horses are going, gee, I don't know, I'm kind of hungry. You got any straw?
This jockey's too heavy.
The
for me
jockey's
today.
heavy. That's a fat jockey. What am I doing? Anyway, so mind chatter, right? It's all about, extraordinary minds, very extraordinarily creative. It's like, what can you make up? You make up more stuff than you shake a stick at. And simply because someone may look at you or blink at you, or how about this? We make up stuff, we make up paragraphs, full books on just the word no. when someone says no to us, man, it's like I'm being told now, no, you can't go any further. You have to go to a commercial break.
That's right.
So I'm making up all kinds of stuff. I don't want it. So this is Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour. All right, you're listening to KZSB AM 1290, and we're talking about turning down your mind chatter. Get on back here. We're going to talk some more.